Okay, so this is the late Jurassic period. So the late Jurassic period lasted from 164 million to 145 million years ago. It consisted of three smaller ages: the Tithonian, the Kimmeridgian, and the Oxfordian. And MA stands for millions, so millions of years ago. So during the late Jurassic, the Earth's climate was hot, and it went from hot and dry to humid and subtropical. So it resembled the rainforests and the tropical areas. So the average temperature on the surface of the Earth was 21 degrees Celsius, which is 69.8 degrees Fahrenheit. So the average temperature in the 20th century was 13.9 degrees Celsius or 57 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like way below where dinosaurs were at, or I mean, where the late Jurassic period was at. So we still have a while to go until we reach there, which shows that like maybe global warming isn't as bad as we thought it was. So here are the geological features of the late Jurassic period. So the supercontinent Pangaea had already begun to break. So during the Jurassic period, it kept on breaking up. So during the Jurassic period, sea levels also increased because it was super hot and the ice caps were melting. And right here, you can see the world map. You got what would become North America right here, what would become Africa right here, and South America. So Africa went to the right, that right here. I don't know if you can see my mouse. South America went left, and the South China expanded. So something interesting for you to keep in mind is the Rocky Mountains began to form during this time period. So the Rocky Mountains are literally like 145 million years old. So this is the eon. The late Jurassic period occurred during the Phanerozoic eon. So that is it's the youngest eon, and it's the one we're currently in. And it was right in the middle of this eon. And it was, yeah. So these are the index fossils, which aren't as interesting as, oh God, please, which aren't as interesting as the fossils we'll get to next. But the top is the Parasphinctus tzayani. So that's like the one that you see in like first grade. It's the little spiral homie. And the Narinia, which is the bottom one, looks kind of like some sort of another spiraled sea creature that's in a shell. Next one is, so here's some dinosaurs of the late Jurassic period. So I didn't attach any like images of like what artists think the dinosaurs look like, because we really don't know what they look like. There's no pictures. It's all like scientists assuming what they look like. So I did kind of their bone structures. So the Bronchosaurus is the one at the top. That's actually not the biggest dinosaur ever. It's like the Supersaurus, and which is huge. Either way, it's huge, much bigger than like a whale or something. Then you got the Torvosaurus, which looks kind of like a T-Rex, but has a little bit longer arms. And then you have the Stegosaurus, which is the bottom picture, and it had those cool little fins, which would allow it to collect like heat, and it could like cool down. And it also had this little like thing in the back to defend itself. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Stegosaurus had a very small brain, which doesn't correlate to intelligence. I don't know. That's it. Thank you for my presentation.